Hello, pirates. This is just a quick review on sustainable development and renewable and non renewable resources. So, what we're looking at today, and kind of prepping you guys for the EOC, we are looking at what is the importance of sustainable development for our future. And I'm sure you guys have maybe heard a little bit of sustainability in previous science classes, but this is a topic on the EOC, and we just want to, like I said, EOC is next week, so this is going to be a quick going over of the topic. And the good thing is, it's not that difficult. So when we look at what sustainable development means, or just sustainability in general, we're talking about developing the world in a way that preserves resources for future generations. And those resources are going to be things like air, water, and soil. So sustainability is all about preserving resources for future generations. And that means for your children and your grandchildren and their grandchildren. So not just kind of thinking and using everything up for yourself, but thinking about the humans that will live after our time. So sustainable development is going to development that protects biodiversity and ensures that there is a variety of species. So it is not human-centric. It is thinking of all life as being valuable. It is all about maintaining clean air. It's all about clean water. And keeping the soil pure. So it's good for growing crops. What's not sustainable for the future and helping future generations is using up resources faster than they can be replaced. And these practices are going to be things that decrease biodiversity, pollute the air, pollute the water, and contaminate or pollute the soil. Now, when we look at how these things are done and how to do this in a way that is ideal for future generations, it all comes down to how we're using energy and resources. So we need to really shift our use in resources to things that are renewable. Okay, so we really need to focus. Sustainable development focuses on renewable energy and renewable development. And the focus here in the standards that are tested is renewable energy. Renewable energy is going to be things like solar energy. So think like solar energy, wind turbines, geothermal energy. This is going to be using the heat from the earth. Here, I'll draw a wind turbine real quick. If you guys have traveled, maybe you've seen some wind turbines in other areas. We don't have a lot in Florida. In Florida, our focus is obviously solar, with being the sunshine state. Hydropower, so using power from the water. Or using biomass. So trying to figure out how to use biomass or biofuels. For example, like Disney is working on powering their buses through biomass and biofuels. Overall, when we look at sustainable development is all about the 4 R's, okay? And that's that reduce. Oops, my spelling is broken this week. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and reclaim. The focus being on the reducing everything that you're using in the first place. All right. When we look at non-renewable energy, so what's not renewable for future generations? These are things that we're using faster than they can be replaced, and they will run out in our time, are going to be things like fossil fuels. And this is going to be dependence on oil, coal, and natural gas. So oil, coal, and natural gas. Nuclear energy also falls in this category, and while nuclear energy does not produce a lot of it doesn't produce a lot of air pollution, it does produce radioactive waste. Radioactive waste is also not going to be good for the environment long term. All right, so when you look at sustainability, this is the topic, this is what you need to know. I've attached a couple videos on sustainability, but ultimately, I don't want you guys to spend too much time stressing about this topic. I think it's pretty easy for you guys. You've heard of these things before, and ultimately, just start thinking and preparing for the state exam. All right. Have a wonderful day. These are just some quick notes for you guys to reference on page 153 in your notebook.